What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Karen Michelle. Welcome to Rep Your City TV. You already know the hottest music, the hottest artists, the hottest everything. It's your girl, Karen Michelle, checked in, your official host, and I got another special guest for you guys. I got the official Smiles in the building. What's going on?
Yo, what it do? It's your boy Smiles official, so official. Repping down South Cutler Ridge, Dade County.
Okay. So born and raised?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. So where have you been besides Florida?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? What's your favorite place so far?
Miami.
No, outside of Florida. What's your favorite place?
Outside of Florida. Ooh, that's hard. Let me see. Probably Atlanta.
Atlanta. See, I like that answer. You must have known you was coming to talk to me today.
Yeah, that's my second home. Like my brother, like a couple people stay out there. I've been out there a couple times. Like the second closest staying at home. It don't get too cold, so.
For sure. So before we jump all the way into the interview, for people that don't know who you are, what you do, all of that, been sleeping under a rock, let the people know a little bit about yourself real quick.
Well, I'm Smiles official. Make hip hop music. From Miami. I got some new music out. Got a new project called Caribbean Boulevard. Got a new song out with Trina. So I don't know. I'm here. Me.
So being an artist from Florida, from Miami, how would you describe the music scene out here in Florida?
Competitive. It's a lot of talented artists in Miami. It's a lot of talent coming out of Broward right now. Music scene is constantly changing down here. It's new names always coming in, and it's always the top dogs y'all know about constantly still dominating.
Exactly.
And they're respectful, right? Because they're legends, so they dominate the market regardless. So as a hustler, you gotta find a way to find your space, find your people. We call it my tribe.
Your tribe, exactly.
My tribe,
Exactly. So how long have you been doing music?
Forever, really, but I want to say like on a professional level, maybe about 10 years.
So what do you think the main difference is between then and now with the music scene?
I want to say everything's a little more digital. I think it's obvious, but back then, like I came up in an era where it was like a lot more pressing CDs, flyers, hitting the streets. You really had to be somebody out here.
Like groundwork, pretty much.
Yeah, you had to really actually be known. Like, you know what I'm saying? You had to be known in the neighborhood, known in the city to draw a crowd. So nowadays it's like a lot more digital, and sometimes the digital tells lies that the old, the old way of marketing couldn't tell lies. It's like the digital tell lies sometimes. And it don't be that the numbers that are online are lying, because they are doing the numbers, but it could be like so spread out that it's like, if you book this person to a club right now, can they really pack it? Or are their numbers really just so spread out? They are doing good, but it's like, it's weird to gauge it right now.
Like the numbers don't add up sometimes.
Yeah, it's like they add up digitally, but they don't add up to certain things. Like when you want to book somebody, put them in a club and sell out, or book them to a concert or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit deceptive.
So when you say digital, are you just talking about like streams numbers? Or are you talking about digital as a whole as far as social media as well?
I'm talking about all of it. All of it goes hand in hand. So social media... social media is nowadays the face of your business. So obviously you have to live on it. If you want to do this, I got a lot of homeboys, but I ain't no internet. You know what I'm saying? Well,
but just like at this point, you have to.
You gotta be.
You
gotta be. You gotta lay that pride down. You gotta be. It's your business. If that's what you're trying to do, if you say you want to be a rapper and you're telling me you don't want to mess with the internet, then you don't want to be a rapper.
Right.
Let's kill that right now. I'm not entertaining you. So like, yeah, it's that. It's also the streaming, the visuals. There's new platforms coming out all the time. You got to work it. That's part of the job.
For sure. So you think it's helping now, or it's hurting now, or it's a little bit of both? It's kind of like even.
It's kind of even. It's just, listen, this is how I see it. You got to adapt. The world's constantly changing.
Always changing.
You could cry about it,
For
or
sure.
you could adapt and move with it. That's what it is.
For sure. So who are some people that you have collabed with already?
Oh man, that's a lot of people.
Matter of fact, let me rephrase. What is your most memorable collaboration that you've done so far?
I'm gonna have to say Trina.
Okay. The baddest.
And it's a story behind it. It's long, and I'm gonna tell you why. In high school, I was a DJ amongst other things. I played football, whatever, right? But one of my little side gigs was street teaming with Lex Promo. Shout out to Lex. I used to street team in high school, get paid a couple dollars to hit the beach and pass out flyers and stuff.
Right.
So I was street teaming for Slip and Slide. When Ross dropped something, this was around the time Ross, Plies, like the roster was stacked. It was Ross, Plies, Trick, Trina, and they had like some other, I don't remember everybody, but they had some other people around there too that were hot and, you know, and blowing up. So I would street team this stuff. So I remember being around Trina for so long and like being like the worker bee to like, you know, watching things come full circle, you know, 10 years later that now we're on the same record. And,
exactly.
And you know, that she allows me to come around and I say allow because, you know, again, that's the queen of Miami. Not everybody's welcomed in the presence. So that the fact that she embraces me, it's like that one to me is very special. You know what I'm saying? And out of everything, and I mean, I got some other stuff. Tory Lanes, Free Tory. My boy, that was another big one for me. That's the biggest record of my career so far, you know, as of this far. You know, and there's some others, but those ones
Those two are the most memorable one. It's crazy that you say you put in the groundwork, you did the street team work, you passed out the flyers. Do you feel like that art of the hustle is gone with artists now?
I feel you still have to do it, right? But I feel like, yeah, it's not as impactful. You know, like again, like times are changing. It's like when we watch cassette players and CDs go out. You know, it's not too many shops that you could even print a CD at anymore. It's not too many shops printing flyers. So it's like it's just the game changing, and you gotta adapt. So it's more now like you gotta deal with social media marketing people, and you gotta kind of, you know, like you just gotta figure out who does what. The guys that work the YouTube ads and whatever it is that you gotta do to find your way in the new game in this digital market. And they're out there. They're hard to find, but they're out here. You know, like luckily I've been introduced to some great people, like, you know, from flying to Cali and having these label meetings and, you know, shaking hands, rubbing shoulders with the right people. But
for sure,
it's, you know, that's where the game's going. You gotta
adjust.
We can't run away from
with the time. You cannot run away from it. So look, it's your girl Karen Michelle, Rep Your City TV. I got Smiles here. We got into a little bit of the hustle, the flow, and the grind. And then when we come back from this break, we're going to get all into this man business, and we're going to talk a little bit about this NIAC too, so you guys don't go nowhere. Smiles, Karen Michelle, Rep Your City TV, and we'll be back.
Rip on the beat, bitch.
Let me hear it.
Big bag, I'ma flip that. Work jumping out the gym, flex like a six-pack. Got one up top and the same at the top, cause you already know that my shit cop. Young nigga, I'm proud. Step back, pull it like hard. Really living like snowfall. I was on the block with a snowball. Tell the truth, I don't know y'all. We used to be 100 deep doing roll call. Y'all nigga with a no-show. Never got no money, got no hoe. I ain't never ever back down. You can check my resume, check my background. Fell in love with the Pyrex. I been so more clean than Thailand. Whole lot of bands in the trap. Put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. I'm more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap. Hand on the strap. Whole lot of bands in the trap. Put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. I'm more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap. Hand on the strap. Whole lot of bands in the trap. Put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. I'm more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap. Hand on the strap. Whole lot of bands in the trap. Put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. I'm more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap. Hand on the strap. Can't Get to the money, I don't waste time. I was shaking blocks on FaceTime. I was moving packs on Snapchat. Fell asleep with a dog food cat nap. I was down bad, breaking down packs just to make ends meet. Niggas sat at the table and left with they plates, so now they can't eat. Everybody wanna glease, I'm a dope boy. Grew up looking up to the kingpin. Put some niggas on their feet and you know, boy. Now all my niggas bone like the Big Ten. Everybody wanna scam, brought the trap back. Self-motivated, most niggas lack that. Got 100 bands sitting in the knapsack. Louis belt on my waist with the strap back. Bands in the trap, put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. One more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap, put the hand on the strap. Lot of bands in the trap, put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. One more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap, put the hand on the strap. Lot of bands in the trap, put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. One more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap, put the hand on the strap. Lot of bands in the trap, put your bad bitch and putting hands on my lap. One more brick, put my mans on the map. Don't talk crap, put the hand on the strap, put the hand on the strap.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Michelle. We are back. Rep Your City TV. I got Smile still with me in the building. And like I told y'all before the break, we about to get into his business. So, I want to know about the worst show you've ever had. Where was you at? What was you doing? Who was you with? What happened?
Oh, probably somebody's strip club. I don't know. But
Strip clubs seem to be like normally at the top of the list for the bad shows.
if it's a bad strip club.
If it's a bad strip club,
Like,
for sure.
I've
heard it multiple times, so you're not the first one.
I don't know. I guess a bad show. I've had plenty of bad shows, but I mean, I guess it's like, it depends. Like, no crowd kind of makes you unmotivated. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Bad service, bad. I don't know. It's a couple things. Bad promotion. They didn't do a good job with the promotion. But I don't want to put anybody's specific club out there. I'm not trying to kill nobody's business, because they might be doing good. It might have been the promoter.
It might have been that night. It might have just been a bad night.
It might have been the promoter. Let's not embarrass nobody. So, but yeah, it happens. It happens to the best of us. But you know what? Shout out to Larry, dog, the first person put me on stage. He always told me, whether it's 3 people in the crowd or 100 people in the crowd, you got to do your thing. You got to show up and show out. So.
Because them 3 people could turn to 6, could turn into 9, could turn into a bigger situation.
Don't ever let that affect. You came to do your thing, so go do it.
So if somebody comes to see you for a show, what can they expect to, or what would you want them to get from your show, from pulling up to your show? What do you want to convey to people?
I would hope that I entertain them enough that will make them want to follow me, and make them want to get down with the movement, basically, and become a fan, like one city at a time, one fan at a time, I used to have a thing that we used to say, like, if you build one fan a day, you're doing your job as long as you're moving forward. For sure.
For sure. So
as long as you're not going backwards.
As long as you're not going backwards, that's the main thing, not to go backwards. Yeah. For sure. So for the people that have never met you, heard your music, anything like that, and you had to describe your style, you had to describe it somehow to them, how would you describe it?
I am, I'm a little unique. Like, I make trap music, but it might not sound like the
typical
Atlanta trap or nothing like that. It's a little bit mixed. I would say, like, I'm like a mixture of maybe like T.I., Jeezy, and Ross or something like that. But like a mixture, some common ground within there. You know what I'm saying? And then, my parents from the island, so I sound a little different. Okay,
so what's your background?
My dad is Jamaican, my mom's Haitian.
Okay.
So, we from the islands, and I got a different accent.
Look, now I can hear it. Now you talking about it. Now the accent coming out. Now I can hear it.
I don't know, they tell me. I don't feel like I got an accent, but other people tell me so. Yeah, my music's unique, and I just kind of like, I just like to keep it 100. I call it being authentic, right? Mm-hmm. So if, for like my fans that grew with me and been listening from the beginning, they've heard growth, or they've heard like where I was rapping about this, rapping about my Honda Civic, and, now I could rap about a 750 Beamer, like they've gotten to see that in reality and know that it's the truth.
And that it's the truth.
And that it's not like, I'm not capping about riding in a Phantom or, a Bentley coupe, but really wasn't that Civic, and I really wasn't that 3 Series, 5 Series, 7. So they, you know, it's to me, I feel like it's easier to sell it like that. You don't got to cap, you ain't got to hide, you know. Yeah.
Michelle, so speaking from going from the Honda to the BMW, I know you do things outside of music. A lot of artists don't understand you have to have multiple streams of income. Whether you're an artist or not, like multiple streams of income is key.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about your other businesses that you have going on. I know you have a tax business as well.
Yes. That's probably the best thing I did. So I want to say 2016, 2017, I had, at the time, that was the biggest record. It was called I Got a Bag. It went on radio, it got labels calling. It's what kind of got me like really known here. It was like my first hit record, right? That was acknowledged in the city as a hit record. And, you know, with the money I made from there, you know, at the time we had an investor, whatever, you know, so we had to take care of that, and then, you know, what was left, and I said, you know, I don't want to be one of these rappers that was like, damn, one in, one out, and you don't got no money left, you know, like, because you were chasing the second. So I was like, what we really need to do is I need to find a way, what's going to last? That's what I was thinking about, like, what's a business that's going to last forever? Like, something that people going to need year in, year out, all the time, and then also what's affordable, what can you afford? So the tax office was something that was lucrative and it wasn't too expensive. Sure. So I got into that, and then it also gives you time because I only got to put in work for 4 months with that, and the rest of the year, smiles official. So you know, other than that, at that time, you know, I'm in my hard bottom button up, slacks, you know,
suited and booted.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get the job done. So, you know, that it's a good business for anybody who wants to get into it. Y'all can holler at us. Yes, taxes. You know, we franchising right now, so if you want to get your own shop,
for sure,
show you how to do it.
Well, speaking of the tax business and this business right here, we got this Nyack in the building. Thank you so much for bringing the Nyack through as well.
I want you to try this. This is my favorite right here, the peach.
So talk a little bit about the Nyack.
I'll pour you up. You tell me when to stop.
You can stop.
Okay.
I'm grown.
All right. All right. So
talk a little bit about how you got linked up with Nyack and your relationship and what's going on.
All right. Well, you know, if it ain't brown, it ain't going down. If it's white, it ain't right. All right,
Unless it's tequila.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, if it's white, it ain't right. Cause we'll do the reposado.
Reposado, that's fair.
That's brown.
That's brown.
There you go.
That's a compromise. See?
All right. So hold on, wait. We ain't drink though. Cheers. Boom. All right.
It's the peach for me.
So working with Trina came this opportunity with Nyack. You know, shout out to Dennis, shout out to Trina. And I guess they decided I was working hard enough to make me an ambassador.
Dope.
So now this is the brand that I'm repping. I was a cognac drinker already, so it was easy. It was easy to, you know, move with it. And the good thing about this is they really have they have different flavors and different styles of it. So
this is cinnamon fire. This is peach, what you just poured.
Yeah, we also got some that we don't have here. We got the VSOP. We have so many flavors, and it's definitely something new.
So what's your favorite flavor?
Peach. I told you, this is my favorite.
Peach.
The one I just poured.
You drink it straight?
I could drink this straight. You know, you can mix it with some.
I ain't gonna tell them about what you said when we wasn't on the camera, but you're drinking it straight with me right now. So
I'll drink it straight. You know, I like to. No, but I told you because I was pacing myself. I'm not out partying yet. You know, we still working.
Okay.
So I paid. That's why I wanted to cut it with some because
got you.
I got a long day ahead of me. I'm gonna go everywhere else.
So if somebody wanted to get an Nyack, you would recommend the peach.
I recommend peach is my favorite.
Okay.
That's my favorite. Definitely.
And then if you wanted to mix it with something, what would you recommend to mix it with?
I'm a workaholic, so I mix it with Red Bull. But I mean, I don't recommend that for everybody. I be up. So, can mix it with like pineapple. It's a lot of stuff you can mix it with. It's definitely, but that's my favorite. To me, that's that one right there. It's so smooth. If you just tasted it straight, right, and it tastes good.
Very smooth, not too sweet.
You can drink that by itself.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. No ice, no chaser, no nothing. I love it. So you guys don't forget, follow Nyack as well. Get the Nyack. It's very, very smooth. Very, very dope. Shout out Dennis as well for providing the Nyack.
Definitely.
And shout out Smiles in the building. Y'all have met Smiles the artist, Smiles the businessman, Smiles the ambassador today. You know, so let the people know how they can get your music, follow you, and keep up with everything that you've got going on.
All right, so y'all could follow me everywhere at Smiles Official. You could Google me, Smiles Official. Everything will come up very easy. Spell it, everything correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like you was in school. And, you know, I'm everywhere. Just check me out. Might be in your city, and we just grinding. Shout out to Rari, too.
Shout out Rari in the building.
Ain't nobody working harder than Rari.
Man, shout out Rari in the building. Definitely for the interview.
Shout out Trash. Shout out Miracle Leaf. Shout out Yes Taxes. I got to put all my business in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Shout them all out. Let them know how they can get into all that.
I got to put all my business in there. Shout out Yes Skis, Rentals. You know, this is Jet Skis, all of that. So, you know.
For sure, for sure. So we got Smiles in the building. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you. You brought the gifts. Welcome to Rep Your City TV. Whenever you got something going on, dropping some new music, let us know. We'll put it right on the channel.
All right. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all go get that new mixtape out now. It's available for streaming on all platforms. Caribbean Boulevard. It's out. I got Ross on there, Gucci Man, Jada Kiss, Joe Gifted, and the queen herself, Trina. So
for sure. So look. You got Karen Michelle here, we got this Nyack here, and of course we got Smiles here. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Rep Your City TV. Each and every week I told you guys we'll be here with a hot new artist, hot new music, everything. So you guys follow us at Rep Your City TV _, or you can follow yours truly, Carrie QTENT, and that's with a C, not a K. And I'll see y'all next time.
Rep Your City.